Hey Soccer Bombers, just wanted to talk to you guys today. I'm in Bowling Green, Kentucky. I'm going to be doing a disc review. Today I'm going to be talking about the Raptor Destroyer. So I'm out here in Kentucky. I'm at the Bowling Green Amateur Championships. I've been set up at the Fly Mart and at the check-in with the Innova booth and the Soccer Bomb booth. So I've been spending some time here with the amateurs, so I've been getting some great feedback. Sitting at my booth talking and chatting about the destroyers. They've been sharing their experiences with all the different runs of destroyers out there, and I've been sharing mine. So it's been great mingling with all the fellow Soccer Bombers out here in Bowling Green. So if you're listening in and you're here at Bowling Green, it was great hanging out with you. If not, I want to talk to you today about all the different variables that go into picking maybe your destroyer and how you can pick the right one for you. So I definitely want to we'll start off with this one, the dyed one. My buddy dyed this one for me. This one's a 169 gram, super pop top, really good feel, and this one's going to be my bomber right out of the box. I think that is the most important thing to me, and the thing that excites me the most about these Raptor destroyers is the fact that they go max distance right out of the box. It's almost like a broken-in destroyer out of the box without having to spend 6 months to a year trying to break it in. So I think that's what I was going for in these runner destroyers, and so that's exactly what I got. They're a little unstable to the point where you can turn them, but overstable enough to the point where they'll flex out. For me, 450, 500, 550 feet down the fairway. So that is really unique for me and most of the destroyers I've thrown in the past in my career. And so I think that is one really important thing to me. And then some other things are just the grip. I think that being able to get a pop top stiff feel, even just doing this video, I have to sit here and pop it. So that's the funny thing about Destroyer. The first thing you do is the pop. But anyways, the pop top feel, the stiffness, but then also the grippiness. So that's all stuff that I look for in a Destroyer. And this one has all three of those components that make a great disc. And that's why I've gravitated towards it. Even though it's 169, sometimes I don't even really focus too much on the weight because of the way it feels. I know that the weight isn't going to affect it too much because of the flight and the flight plate and all the grippiness and all the different variables. So I really enjoyed this one. This one's been my bomber. And then we'll work my way over to this 175. This one's 175 max weight, not as poppy. You can't hear the heartbeat like you can the other one. So pretty flat. This one's going to be a little straighter. So maybe, like I was talking about, the 450 to 500 feet for me down the fairway, it's going to maybe land a little bit straighter instead of having that little bit more finish like this 169 does. So they're a little different in that aspect, and this one I haven't even thrown yet, but I can almost guarantee that's what it will do when I do throw it. And that's what I like about it most, and I know exactly what they'll do before I throw it. So that is something that also is unique for me and distance drivers in the past. So yeah, super excited about that. And then also the bubbles. I know a lot of people were talking to me at the Bowling Green Fly Mart about the bubbles in the rim. And so I actually noticed that there is a lot of different runs of the Raptor Destroyer that have bubbles. But actually I noticed that they still fly really good. They don't really affect the flight like people think. And if anything, it might even make it a little bit more overstable. Like even with my Maxes, I have a Champion Max that has bubbles all over the rim. And I think it's actually even more overstable than any Champion Max that I've ever thrown in my life. So I don't really think you need to get hung up on the bubble part of the rim. I think you should be focusing more on the pop top feel, the rim, and all the different other variables that affect the flight, whereas the bubbles I don't really think do. So don't discriminate against the bubbles. Don't sleep on them. They can bomb too. So I just want to let you guys know about that. But a little bit more of the backstory on the Destroyer in working with Innova and designing it. I told them that I wanted a pop top in general. Obviously not all of them are pop top because you want to be able to, not everyone likes pop top destroyers, but personally I do. Some people like flat ones, but I like the pop top feel and the SDS feel. So the SDS feel always had the stiff pop top, but still grippy. So that's really hard to find. I noticed in a lot of different distance drivers, either they're stiff and pop top, but maybe not as grippy. But these ones just meet all the requirements in a distance driver that I'm looking for. So that's why it's been such a genuinely great disc for me, throwing it and promoting it, and I hope you guys are liking it. And I just wanted to share some time with you guys and talk a little bit about my Raptor Destroyer. I know I talked about it with my in the bag, but I wanted to share a little bit more detail, a little more in depth on all the different variables that I like, and I've noticed in even just the 4 or 5 short months it's been released. So anyway, Soccer Bombers, thanks for listening, and stay tuned for more disc reviews.